You are on the rant chair, which is where for $5, I will rant about a topic of your choice. Click the link in the description to request a rant. This one comes from my good friend René, and he asked me to rant about his film taste, specifically his letterbox. It's very indulgent. I'm gonna switch to his letterbox in a second. I'm gonna show it live. I'm gonna react to it live. I did sort of formulate my opinion already a little bit. The thing I want to say straight up is the most impassioned I've ever seen him get about a movie was recently with Deadpool and Wolverine. That's the order of the names there. Because he hated it. And it was hilarious because I had a completely neutral take on it. I thought it was fine, right? I was the Marvel normie for that. The Marvel normie who watched Endgame, who kept up with it kinda, but didn't really get in too deep, doesn't really care about the comics. I think something like the opening scene, the NSYNC shit, is like NSYNC. Is that how you say it? NSYNC? Oh my god, I'm so old. It's like, to me, that type of sequence is so clearly, like, well-directed, nice cinematography, nice shots, very intentional. I laugh when he gets stabbed in the dick. To me, that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm a very simple man sometimes. I thought it was a solid, like, 3 out of 5. Obviously, I for my friend René, for him, it was this very cynical form of self-awareness and self-deprecation, which is something that I think is completely correct, right? I think it is very lazy to just constantly point at yourself. I hate meta now. I think the concept of meta is a failure. We need to stop. We need to stop that shit. So I get it from that angle, but where we had the disconnect was just how emotional he was about it, how angry he was at this movie. It's something I just couldn't relate to at all. I think on a okay, I'm taking my girlfriend to the movies and I'm eating popcorn level, it was like perfectly fine watch. I was not offended at it. I think the midsection definitely sags when they're in the fucking apocalypse or whatever. I think that part is like kind of boring. Especially all the appeals to like emotion or whatever. It feels very disingenuous, feels very how do I put it? Just obvious. So, I don't know. Let's go through René's letterbox real quick. This is the first time I'm doing this on a rant. High effort today. And the take I formulated is that René is the quintessential, and that's how I kind of, got to meet him originally when I first became friends with him. That was always my impression of him. He is the quintessential millennial film bro. Now, I'm not a zoomer, objectively speaking. Like, literally speaking, I'm not a zoomer. I'm 30 years old. I'm closer to being a millennial. Born in 94, I should clarify. But in terms of my film taste, and honestly the same is true with my music taste as well, I'm very much in that sphere of pretentious. A24 came up with that, like, 2010s era of new cinema. That's like a lot of my framework. And René is like the classic, okay, I like guy movies, I like big concepts. I was what was the one? There's the one with Willem Dafoe, Inside, right? Like, I'm the type of guy, like, I think I can see the appeal of this movie, right? I haven't seen it. I watched YMS talk about it, and I was like, I'm not that dying to watch it. I'm like, it's cool. I could probably see it, right? But it's whatever. Whereas this is, ironically, he didn't write a review for it, but to me, this is like the quintessential René movie. It's like, okay, classic ass actor in this like weird situation, and it's like a little funny, a little quirky, a little serious. I think you're definitely leaning toward like fun movies. Whereas I think I lean very much toward, high concept, fucking, like I'm the pretentious, Anora guy, John Wick 4, I don't even have the fucking vocabulary. Cinematographic, is that a word? A masterpiece of cinematography, right? I'm that type of asshole. Oppenheimer, masterpiece. That's me, right? I'm that annoying guy. So, like, something like Trap as well. Trap. That's like another one where I'm like, okay, I don't have the kindness in my heart to be charitable to that movie. I see it and I'm like, okay, I'm not Shyamalan, whatever, I don't care. There are way too many people wandering around the arena during the actual concert. So this is the quintessential Letterboxd review. This is why I hate Letterboxd. I'm not gonna lie. No offense to you, but That's why I don't write letterbox reviews, because like if I wanted to write something that's actually like to my standard, it would be actual effort, and I don't want to put in effort. But then I also don't want to just write jokes. I don't want to contribute to the culture of just posting a joke. I think the only one, oh my god, I'm leaking my letterbox here a little bit. The only review I've ever hidden was for Devil Wears Prada. My whole life I thought the premise of this film was that Meryl Streep is a literal Satan. I thought she was Satan. I thought explicitly the point was, oh, she's like a physical manifestation of Satan, and there's like supernatural shit going on. I thought that's what this movie is. That's not what this movie is at all. Novocaine, that's another one, right? That's another. To me, those are like the classic Rene movies. I think Conclave also fits in there. Like Conclave, that's one, for example, I thought it was cool. I thought it was really good. He is the type of person who would give it that extra cherry on top. Whenever we talk about this movie, we always just talk about the scene where they fucking smoke in the fucking courtyard. I still need to see Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest is like, okay, it is like that perfect, I think, inflection point of pretentious Zoomer movie. That when I say that, I mean that endearingly, right? I think, like, I genuinely think all those movies are good, right? All those movies that I gave Anora like a 4.5 or something, or a 5, I don't remember. But then, in its subject matter, so kind of relevant and rich, appeals very universally. So definitely need to see that, dude. Definitely need to fucking see that. Hundreds of Beers, that's one that that's one he asked me about, and I just didn't care for it. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I was like, it's funny, but like it's too repetitive, and I can, like, Hundreds of Beers is one of those movies where I can so clearly see why it's so well made and how it's so well made, and it's very, I respect it, but like, Glass Onion, that's another one where like I don't know what I would give that. Did I give it a score? I did not. I thought it was kind of corny, I'm not gonna lie. That is like literally a Zoomer movie, but is it the one that all my friends like it? I thought it was just so annoying. I think it's the perfect example of like trying to be way too clever, trying to be way too self-aware, while not. Like, the literal point of Glass Onion at the end is like, oh, the point is that it is stupid. We know it's stupid. Haha. Come on, dude. Batman Peak. Great film. Great film. Great film. It's a true film. Cinema. Worst person in the world. I thought this one was like quite a bit better, actually. I like this one a lot. Again, perfect example. This is the pretentious Zoomer movie. Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. Tar, another one where I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Oh my god. See, okay, Last Night in Soho. Maybe we need to talk about this one because I thought it started strong. I think my take is the common take. Started strong. Absolutely, like, confused, insipid finale. Did not care for that at all. Titan, that's one I need to see. That's one I still need to see. Yeah, there's just a lot of shit that I just wouldn't normally watch, you know? Where I wouldn't really care for it that much. See, another round, 4.5 stars, not surprised. That's like quintessential Rene movie. That's like exactly the type of movie he would enjoy. Uncut Gems is also in that genre, and Uncut Gems for me was also amazing. I think I gave this one like 3.5. Yeah, I think for me it was just a little. I thought the ending was just a little sudden and like a little weak. Midsommar, fucking love that movie. See, ironically, Shazam, that is one that I saw, but like today I would not be interested in going to see it. You know? Or Venom, right? Like, am I gonna make the time for Venom? No, but like he would, and like I appreciate that about him. Yeah, dude, we're at 10 minutes already. Yeah, I hope this was substantive enough. I hope I had enough to say there. Also, that it was interesting to people who are not my friend. Yeah, that's it.